Welcome back to the Cool Figures channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for all collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Medicom / MAFEX, The Dark Knight Returns, Batman and Robin 2-pack. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Jumping right on into this review, guys. Yes, today we are taking a look at the Medicom / MAFEX, The Dark Knight Returns, Batman and Robin 2-pack. Now, I should be straight up with you guys in saying that I absolutely despise Robin. I am not a Robin fan by any means, whether it's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, or Carrie Kelly. Well, actually, I should say that at least with Jason Todd, I do like him when he is the Red Hood, but not when he's Robin himself. So when I bought this 2-pack, I am not really buying it for the Carrie Kelly Robin. I was specifically buying it for the Batman because my favorite color variation of the Batsuit is the classic gray and blue color scheme. And so unfortunately, the only way to get that color scheme suit for Batman in the MAFEX line is with this 2-pack. Now, they did release the single battle damaged Batman in this color scheme. However, it is not the same costume, and so I wanted a classic Batsuit color scheme. And unfortunately, like I said, the only way to get it was in this 2-pack with Robin. So I will still go over everything Robin comes with, but I will go through it really fast, and I won't really pay too much attention to her, more so Batman himself. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at everything that this 2-pack does come with. Starting off with Robin stuff, she does come with two separate head sculpts. The first one being this one right here, with her hair all in the air and everything, like the wind's blowing through it, and then the more classic, just relaxed one. She does come with three separate sets of hands. In package, she does come with a pair of fisted hands. She also comes with a pair of open action hands or open relaxed hands, whatever you want to look at them as, and they are really tiny, so that's one thing about them. She does also come with these kind of like action hands right here as well, which are kind of meant to be pulling back her slingshot. And last but not least, she does come with a pair of C-grip hands right here, as well as fisted hands. So she is currently utilizing a C-grip and a fisted hand right there. So there's one of each on the set right there. She does come with two separate slingshots, one pulled back and one kind of just there. The one that's pulled back, if you can tell, she does have a little metallic ball right there, and that's exactly what these hands are meant to hold. So the C-grip hand is meant to hold the slingshot itself, and then you do have those action hands, which are meant to look like she's pulling back on the slingshot right there. And so that's basically everything that Robin does come with. So let's go ahead and move on to Batman, because he does come with two separate extra head sculpts. Thankfully, he does come with the one that you do see on him there, as well as a more neutral grimacing one, and of course an unmasked one right here. And if you don't know, in The Dark Knight Returns, he is an old man, so that's why we get an unmasked old man Bruce head. We do also get a separate neck piece right here, because in this costume the neck piece is blue to match the cowl. So if you want to have the unmasked head sculpt, you do have to have a separate neck piece. They did also include a folded back cowl, so that way you can put right here and make it look like he's kind of just, wearing the cowl as a hood. So yeah, that's a really cool option that they give us with this Batman. Now let's go ahead and take a look at all the extra hand options that he does come with. In package, he does come with a pair of fisted hands. He is currently using one fisted hand and one open action hand. He does come with a pair of cape holding hands. As you can see, there is a little slit on either hand right there, so that way you can slip the cape into. He does come with a pair of open relaxed flat hands right here, as well as his fisted hand and his open action hand. Now, the last set of hands that he does come with are some of my favorite hands that any Batman does come with, and the majority of the MAFEX Batman do come with it, and that is the Batarang holding hands. So we will go ahead and take a look at the Batarangs right now, and then we'll go ahead and show you how he holds them with this hand. So he does come with four separate little Batarangs, and they all do look the same. They are all done in this nice metallic silver paint right here, and like I said, these hands are meant to hold him in between the grooves of the fingers. So he can hold up to 3 of them in each hand. Unfortunately, he only comes with 4. But if you do have the Dark Knight Returns black suit Batman, he does come with, I believe, 8. So he can hold him right there, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Later versions of this Batman, or of Batman, do come with them sculpted in. The Hush version comes with them sculpted in. However, I prefer the ones that you can actually place in yourself. It just looks that much cooler, and you actually get the full Batarang. And even if you wanted to just hold a single Batarang in the finger and in the forefinger and the thumb, you can do that as well. So the last thing that they do come with is a pair of stands, and of course there's the small one for Robin, and then there's the larger one for Batman. You guys know I'm not a big fan of these things are very loose, and I mean, you can always tighten the screws on them, but they're just not the best in my opinion. My personal favorite when it comes to stands are Mezco stands, and these ones they just don't really do the job for me in my opinion. I just don't really like them, I'll be honest. They're not my favorite, and so yeah, but they do include 2 of them, one for Batman and one for Robin. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and pull them off the rotating turntable and take a closer look, starting off with Robin Carey Kelly. Alright guys, so here we have her up close and personal to the camera. As you can see, she does come with a second slingshot right here, kind of just a neutral one, one that she can just hold in her hand. She is absolutely tiny, guys, and because of that, she's kind of difficult to stand and stuff, and her joints are actually not the best. Actually, when I first popped her out of the box, this joint came undone when I was trying to pose her up and everything, and yeah, she's just not my favorite in terms of size and quality. But like I said, it's not just her in particular, it's any Robin. I feel like Batman is best when he is just alone and doesn't have a child next to him fighting crime. So she does come with this wired cape. It seems like this set is having a QC issues with the wire in the right side of the cape. It just doesn't want to stay up. It seems like it kind of broke, and it doesn't really connect to under this hard plastic shell right here. The left side does, and it does hold up, but whenever I tried to do it on the right side, it just kind of flops down. So unfortunately, that's a QC issue with not only Robin, but of course also Batman, but we'll take a look at him in a sec. But for a Robin, you know, she does look really nice in terms of the suit, the coloring, the paint applications and everything. The head sculpt is really well done in terms of like comic book accuracy. Like I said, I am just not a Robin fan. So with that being said, let's go over her articulation really quick. She can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. She'll look down that far, up that far. Her arms will go out to a T pose. She does have a butterfly joint right there. 360 rotation if you can get it past the cape right there. She does come with double hinge elbows, which allow her to go in that far. Rotation at the wrist, as well as hinging in and out, up and down, whichever way that ball peg is facing. Rotation at the upper torso, rotation at the lower torso. She'll crunch down that far. She'll crunch back that far. Taking a look at her leg articulation, she will kick out that far. No thigh cut, but she does have a thigh swivel right there. She will kick back that far because she does have double hinge knees. Her ankle articulation will go down that far, up that far, ball rocker hinge, and of course toe articulation. So that wraps it up for her articulation. Time for you to go up on offer. Alright guys, so now let's take a look at the reason I picked up this 2-pack, and that is of course the Batman in this set. Like I said, my favorite color scheme variation of his suit is the gray, blue, and yellow. It just looks absolutely phenomenal. Now don't get me wrong, I still do like a classic black suited dark charcoal gray Batman. However, the colors on this guy just pop so well. And also my favorite animated series is of course Batman the Animated Series, and his color scheme suit was, well, the gray, blue, and yellow, so I definitely had to get this representation on my shelf. Like I said though, unfortunately the wiring on his right side is not the best. It's a little better than Robin because it can hold up right there, but there's times where it does fall flat. Or is it the right side or is it the left side? Well, it's actually holding up now on camera. Okay, so it is this side. As you can see, it kind of just flops down right there. I was able to manage to get it to stay up. And unfortunately, okay, well, right there it does stay up, but it takes a little more finessing than it really should. But the cape does come with a wire on either side. Nothing in between that, though, so yeah. But the one thing I do really like on this Batman is that he does have a thigh belt right here. Unfortunately, these knives are not removable. They're sculpted in. But that's just a really cool, unique aspect of this Batman that I don't even remember being in the comic book series. But it's still cool nonetheless. Like I said, this has to be my favorite color scheme in Batman's arsenal. And so when I was collecting MAFEX Batman, I had to add this guy to my collection. And once again, going back to the McFarlane Toys Year 2 Batman, which is in this color scheme, and the only Batman we've gotten in this color scheme in that line, it left a lot to be desired, especially with the broken arms that just wouldn't stay in. I had to have a good representation of this Batman color scheme on my shelf, and this one definitely does the job. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at Batman's articulation. He will look all the way to the right. He will look all the way to the left. He will look down that far. He will look up that far. His arms will go out to a T-pose. He does have a butterfly joint right there. 360 rotation on the shoulder. Bicep swivel, as well as double hinge elbows, which allow him to go in that far. His forearm does bunch up into his giant bicep right there, so he doesn't go in that far. He does have rotation at the wrist, hinging in and out, up and down, whichever way that ball peg is facing. He does have rotation at the upper torso, as well as the lower torso right there. He will crunch down pretty significantly. He will go back pretty significantly as well, but you do open up his mid-torso right there. Taking a look at his leg articulation, he will kick out pretty far, unfortunately not too far, so he cannot join the cheerleading squad. His left leg goes a lot further because it doesn't have the belt and stuff to collide with the other belt right there. He does have drop down legs, so you can bring him up or you can drop him down so he can kick forward that far, kick back that far, which is kind of just back and out. He does come with double hinge knees, as well as ankle articulation that goes down that far, up that far, a ball rocker hinge, as well as toe articulation. So that wraps it up for this guy's articulation. Alright, so that has been my review of the MAFEX / Medicom The Dark Knight Returns Batman and Robin 2-pack. What do you guys think of these two figures? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you've made it this far in the video, type down in the comments below, fuck Robin. That way I know you've made it this far and you're enjoying the content so far. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of these two. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.